Saudi Arabia's crown prince had a mission to make his country look more modern before he was accused of ordering the murder of a Washington Post contributor. Over the past 4 years, Holly Williams has reported inside Saudi Arabia, witnessing changes that many thought would never come. This morning, Holly says the killing inside the Saudi consulate in Istanbul is a reminder that any reforms may only go so far.
Saudi Arabia isn't a place that likes to share its secrets. This conservative Islamic kingdom is veiled, its government opaque. A difficult place to investigate the killing of Jamal Khashoggi, a veteran Saudi journalist who dared to criticise this country's all-powerful rulers.
This is a bizarre and disturbing story. Saudi Arabia denies that it murdered or abducted Khashoggi.
Saudi Arabia finally admitted that Jamal Khashoggi had died inside the Saudi consulate. Earlier, a spokesman for Saudi's top prosecutor claimed for the first time that Khashoggi was killed by a lethal injection. But one thing that's never changed is Saudi Arabia's vehement denials that Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman was involved, though that hasn't put a stop to widespread suspicions that he's culpable. To explain its version of events, that Khashoggi's killers were Saudi officials gone rogue, the kingdom brought out its suave, American-educated foreign minister.
His Royal Highness the Crown Prince has nothing to do with this issue.
The Saudi government desperately wants to go back to business as usual. At this forum in Riyadh last week, they were touting Saudi innovation.
She's a female fighter with kind of Saudi values.
The young prince's shadow is everywhere.
We'd like to ask ordinary Saudis what they think about the killing of Jamal Khashoggi and the allegations that the Crown Prince was somehow involved. But many people here are simply too fearful to speak openly. And that problem has got worse since the Crown Prince came to power.
The Prince portrays himself as a reformer. Over the last year, we've witnessed women finally granted the right to drive, more mingling between the sexes, and even rock bands allowed to perform openly. But that hasn't translated into political freedom, and the proof of that may be what happened to Jamal Khashoggi. For CBS This Morning, Holly Williams, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
And as usual, some incredible reporting there from Holly Williams. Thank you, Holly. Well, ahead, Tony DeCopel shows us how brick and mortar retailers are getting creative to keep people coming through their doors.
Believe it or not, most shopping still happens in actual stores. And to keep it that way this holiday season, big retailers like Walmart are using new technology of their own to keep up with the convenience of online shopping. That story coming up on CBS This Morning.
I want to know what Tony's buying there. And if you're on the go, subscribe to our CBS This Morning podcast, available on Apple's podcast app or wherever you like to download your podcast. Hear the day's top stories and what's happening in your world in less than 20 minutes. You're watching CBS This Morning.